So on my Twitch stream, I've got something written on the title that did I put it in the title? Let me have a check. Maybe I'll double check. Maybe I'll just put it on Twitter. Exploring unused Final Fantasy 11 assets and texture later. Yeah. So wait. So the fire is part of the fireplace, but the sticks are part of the room. Yeah, Beanwin. Yeah, they are. So this is Chateau D'auguriel. This is where the King of Sandoria lives and all the royalty, and also where the Temple Knights and Royal Knights reside. This is also where Bossanu Oubliettes, so the basement jail and sewer system of the chateau in Sandoria. But what if this wasn't the original intention for this game? What if we take a look at some other stuff and we find out that this isn't the original intent for the chateau? So, bear with me real quick. I'll go through something. Talon, thank you for the follow. Isn't this game supposed to be Chrono Break? I don't know about that. I have heard a rumor similar to that about Chrono Break in the past. So, real quick. So, this is what I assume to be the original Chateau D'auguriel. So, this is the original intention for the Castle of Sandoria. Yeah, so there's a lot of like paintings of like dinners and swords on the wall, and there's a lot of flags around. So this is the main hall. So this is where like everyone's kind of sitting and eating, I would assume. Here you've got like a king and a queen seating area and some other tables and chairs and stuff. Boomy Fizzle, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow indeed. And again, all these like royal flags and stuff, and the shields. And a lot of these, we see these royal knight statues with shields and stuff all around Sandoria. So if we head back out of the chateau, the current chateau. Random question. I played Final Fantasy 11 on retail years ago. I have no idea what my Square Enix Play Online idea was, nor the email I used to play years ago. Any thoughts on what I can do to get that info so I could pinch down retail again? Rod, there's been a lot of people that on this stream over the last couple of days have contacted Square with the email address. But if you had no idea of what any of the details were, I don't know what you might be able to do. Yeah, I mean, you're literally going to go to them with nothing. If you don't know what the Square Enix ID is or the email, you might not. They might not be able to give you anything. I don't know. Give it a go though, and see what they can do it with. Yeah, so in South Sandoria, you see a lot of these pictures of elvens with swords and shields, and in this chateau, you kind of see the same thing. Sorry if we start. There's no collision in this alpha map, so we'll probably have some issues. Thanks for the Prime, Boomy Fizzle. Thank you so much. How are you today? Give me all these follows and subs and stuff, and not even saying a single word. So let's go back out to the hallway here. It's quite hard to move around here because it's quite finicky. So up here we've got some stairs that leads up. And from here, this just goes to the outside of the balcony that overlooks everything. So we've got some more benches. Again, some more of these like red curtains that are everywhere. Nice view of like all the chandeliers that were here. This scaffolding here is really interesting. So there's like, you know, all these extra bricks and stuff and building materials and a ladder that goes all the way up. I don't kind of know why this is here in this place, although it's interesting details of like this chandelier, this candelabra on this one rope that's tied over here. It's an interesting little detail. Good, thanks. Big fan of your HD packs for 5x11. Didn't know you streamed. Oh, well, welcome in, Boomy. Thank you so much. There were some maps that were never released too, right? Yeah, this is one of them, Thunder. This is one of the maps that we're going through now. Only thing I remember is my character name and server I was on. I mean, you could try, Rod, but I imagine they would just ask for some... I mean, that's like me saying, oh, my character's name is this, and I'm on this server, and I don't think they'd give me permission to use that account based on just those bits of information alone. So if we keep going around, again, loads more swords and spears, some more like royal pictures. I wonder if this image is lifted directly from like an actual image, because it doesn't look like, it's not in the same style as the ones we see in game. But if we run back over to the chateau real fast, especially when it comes to like all of these swords and shields, lances, polearms, whatever you want to call them. I fucking love this. This headpiece is so good. Every time I run past it. So we'll see a similar theme in the in-game Chateau D'auguriel. So again, we've got like all of these red flags, and you can see up here like they've got lances and swords and shields everywhere. I thought that was going to be a path then. I was like, I'm sure there's not a room over there. But again, also in the corridors over here, we've got a lot of lances on the walls and a lot of painting and tapestries. Yeah, all very reminiscent. So if we keep going around here, we get some other little corridors. So this one goes up as well. Where's the one that goes down? Ah, here's a nice big fireplace as well. There's one of these that goes... Let me zoom out for a sec. Get my bearings. Ah, it's at the back. Okay. So over here. Okay. So at the back of the this big hall, behind where the king would sit, we've got this going down into the basement. So this part here is kind of reminiscent for me for when you come over here in the normal chateau. You start heading down towards Boston Oubliette, down towards the sewers and the jail system. So this goes down into here. So if we were to carry on going round, you'll soon see like that. See the walls are starting to change from brick to like stone, more like cobble. And here we've got some storage. So up here is the top of a storage room. So this is all like barrels and just materials basically. All these shelves with like just normal stuff in, just storage, lots and lots of storage. If we go down the rest of the stairs, we just come down to like, the bottom half of the storage room. Over here, I believe, is not much. So this would lead to probably like another zone or something. But if we go back into the storage room, this is... I have to be so careful with my mouth moving this thing. Obviously Hogwarts, yeah. This is very... This is very... But even in this huge pre-concept, there's still that Square Enix like level of detail. Like, oh, this thing has like a little spout that like, stuff would come out of. It looks like this is probably like to grind flour, I would assume. It looks like a crank that crushes, so I'm guessing maybe wine, maybe grapes, some Roland Brie, maybe. We've got like a lot of barrels, so maybe they're fermenting stuff down here. Again, just things like this, like little boxes and ladders, like clutter. I love clutter in Final Fantasy XI. again, so we're going down now into a little bit darker areas. So here again, we see more royal, possibly like pre-concept Sandoria flags, and some very bad statues of swordsmen in here. This is where we're definitely getting in towards the more of the oubliette side of things. So now we're probably definitely in the next zone. One thing we'll take a quick look at as well actually is I love the fact that we're underlit in this zone. The lighting in this zone makes it so much fucking scarier. Fucking hell, that scared the shit out of me as well. Also, what's really interesting, I want to check one more thing. And remind me when we get to this in a minute, because we'll also look at this map too. Before we went down those stairs... Huh? Before we went down those stairs, I'm not crazy. We did... I mean, that looks like a dead-end room, right? Hang on a minute. This has clearly unloaded something. I definitely saw boxes. I definitely saw some kind of boxes of some kind in that room. Did it not reload it when I zoned in from this side? Ah, look. They're here now. See the boxes and the doors? So those assets don't load unless you go back upstairs. Oh my god. I didn't know that. It's interesting. So when we get to looking at this file, which we'll do eventually, it looks like it's just boxes and stuff and doors. Okay. Nothing too interesting. I thought it was going to be like one of those storage rooms that we just saw in the other one. So now I think we're definitely getting into what would be the Boston oubliette. So, you know, all the walls are like cobblestone rather than like smelted stone. So we go through down here. We've got like a different path here. So through here is look at this, little winding rooms. So some like treasures, maybe like it's on a pedestal of some kind. This is the biggest giveaway that this is probably a Sandorian map. Is this Griffon statue here? Free roam camera. Yeah, XO3. As far as I'm aware, this is a pre-design map of the chateau in Sandoria. Such a good area. Shame Sandoria is full of bagpipes. Oh man. Yeah, so here's like a statue of a griffin. And this room reminds me of like a Resident Evil 1 puzzle room. I don't know why. Maybe it's because this kind of looks like the Umbrella logo somehow. The shading on it at least. And this room leads to... This is pretty awesome, right? So here we're in like a tomb. So we have all these like wrapped bodies, which is a bit creepy considering that like upstairs we were just in like a dining room with like chandeliers and castles and kings and queens. Yeah, this room's really awesome. So we're definitely in a basement. Yeah, I love just all these arches. This design of, it's just so good. It's very Resident Evil. And here we have another Griffon statue at the end of the room. And again, it goes down further even more. So now I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I can go down here actually. So if we go back to the normal map, just having a look over here. It's almost. It's kind of got that, like, you know, overhanging 20th anniversary. All Square Enix is going to give it to us. So let's head down to the sewer area. Hey, Warrior of Light. How are you, friend? We're just going through some old Final Fantasy maps that aren't in game. So if we just talk to this guy here, open the lid and enter. Let me do my my Black Widow power landing. I have to land on one knee and then swish my hair up. There we go. It's my my Black Widow power stance. Cool. So let's just grab the... Is that a survival tome? Grounds tome. There's a survival guide. I remember going down here and I was instantly dead. Yeah. That'll... let's pop composure. So sneak and invis lasts for literally half an hour. Sneak. Invis. Okay. So, if we come back up through here now we're in like under the jail system and pretty much the sewers of what runs underneath probably all of Sandoria. Judging by how like wide this map is, I would imagine this is the sewers for all of Sandoria. So we've got like these little bridges with water and stuff. Used to get power leveled here back in the day. Yeah, someone was talking about the other day about how people used to just do page books here. So this area in particular, with the little like walkover in the path, if we come down here even more past the sewers, we get into this corridor here. We can kind of see similar stuff. So we can start seeing the sewers come running in through the bottom floor of this area. It's like winding corridors and stuff. So again, it's pretty much like Elven duty. Duty. Heroes duty. We'll start seeing more of them in places like this. I can't think of the right word for this. Not catacombs. There's a certain name that this type of sewer system has in like European countries. You know, back in like the 1600s and stuff. Anyway, this is definitely the vibe for this area, right? It's definitely referenced in some degree to this area. Let's get our bearings back. So if we go back down again, so this is still going down into these maps. So we've got more statues of what looks like kings or priests or bishops. You know, they look somewhat regal. They're holding like cups and stuff. I think that's a cup. I don't know, maybe it kind of look like a cup from a distance. They have like it looks like they have got like tabards on, but they look armored somewhat. I'm not too sure. Again, like all these details of like the rafters and stuff, really interesting. More stairs that go down. Another one of these like Resident Evil puzzle type looking rooms, and then this kind of goes down into 3 different directions. So let's start on our first right one first. So more room. Oh god, see how winding this is? Like it just goes on forever. Down here we start seeing what looks like probably like royal graves. And I imagine these are supposed to be flowers that have been laid down, like bundles of flowers. And you can see these are like petals with like green leaves around them. I think they're supposed to be like piles of flowers that have been left on the grave. So that's what's down here. I think that's what's pretty much down this one as well. Yeah, very similar. Very similar. Loads of just torches on. That's a torch on the wall. If I just come in and turn around. Again, it's really fiddly. So, is that everything for... So that's those 2. So if we go back up and go down this, just this one. Again, we've got another room. More flowers in. I go back up again, so this is the last one. So again, these two other statues oversee this room, just like it did upstairs. I think this is supposed to be... So, do you know we had the water running in on this room here? Running in through here. I think in the middle of these rooms, this is also supposed to be water. It's supposed to be like running down and out. And then this bottom room just leads to some bottom stairs where I imagine you would exit. I don't think this would be an entrance to this map. I definitely think the entrance to this map would be the original chateau. So there are some other rooms we didn't cover. So let's quickly... so this is the big long room that we saw with the bodies in. This one here. So we've gone through this one. There are some other rooms on the side. How do you get to these? Are they underneath? Oh no, that's that one. That's the water room. There are some more storage rooms we've missed. Okay, so this is the room with the tapestry. Yeah. So if we come down here through these like jail doors, we've got just some other random rooms. This one's got some chair and a fireplace. So these are what I assume would be the jail cells, just like upstairs. So in here you've got like they look darker and danker, like there's shit on the floor. And Malphite, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Again, these are more jail cells, I assume. More again. These all seem to be repeating. There's nothing in them object-wise. Nothing in this one either. So this room here is definitely some sort of torture room. What's interesting is like the chairs are like kicked over in here. So these rooms are like stretchers things, like they had maybe hooks and stuff. We saw oh, it sucks. We can't easily. Yeah, we can. Let's just warp. We can come back down because our home point's just upstairs. Bondage, just like some sexy bondage stuff, Mark. Yeah, exactly. If we go back up to the chateau, we can kind of see where this might be in the existing Bostonu. Once I can start moving. So let's head back over to Bostonu. Again, so do you remember in... I'll find that room again. So do you remember back up in here, we had all of these red curtains like hanging up here and stuff? So you'll see the same thing in-game now. There's like red curtains like hanging up here. A lot of like red curtains hanging over the tops of things, including like an upper path that you can't actually get to. It's just there for decoration. So let's head back over to Bostonu. I can't believe that these items down here don't respawn in after you zone back in. That's so... I never would have noticed that. That's so weird. That's just an oversight, I guess. Because certain rooms don't... like North Sandoria and the rooms within it are separate files. So, for example, the North Sandoria and the consulates like of Bastok and Sandoria and Juno, they're all their own separate files. So they only load they only load when you get close to those rooms, just to save on resources, because of course the rooms in this game are like massively busy with like little object files and stuff, so they don't want to load everything. So before we drop in here, you can kind of see that these rooms here have like chains and stuff on them as well. I don't think you see these downstairs. They're definitely just in the jail cells. Melfi, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Hello. Leech page carver. Yeah, the bloodsuckers. Yeah, people were talking about that yesterday. Hello, how are you? Right, let's go back to that prison room that we were just going through. So past all the jail cells here, and again you've kind of got, well, we had to go through one of these doors to get into here. Fascinated by the work and love what you do. Thanks, Melfi, I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. These doors, interestingly, these doors here also have the little holes in. See the little holes you can look through? Just like these ones. It's pretty common for a jail cell, I guess. It's interesting that they're made out of wood. Is this one usable? It is. Oh, is there a bed in there as well? Little stone bed. Part of me doesn't want to walk in here. I feel fucking weird going in here. I never even noticed this bed before. I'm kind of scared to turn around in case there's other stuff in here. Is this supposed to be the toilet? That's the toilet. And look, you've got like a little scoopy thing. You know, for your scoopy business. Your scoopy poopy. Your elven duty scoopy business. Good morning, Ashen Bubs and chat. That's the toilet. Hello. Here's your bed. Here's your bed. Cool. Okay, so what's interesting is, oh, there's another scoopy thing. Oh god, did I just stand on someone's poop bucket? That's a poop bucket. So none of these cells in the pre-version had any furniture in. These were all empty, weren't they? Which is interesting. No stone bed for you guys to sit on. So if we keep going through here, and we get to like one of the torture rooms, I'm guessing, under the castle. So here you'll see like similar type devices as you would in game currently, like shackles on the walls and stuff. This what are these called? What are these called? These things that would have spikes on the inside. I wanted to say like an Iron Maiden? They're called Iron Maidens, right? Is that what Iron Maiden is? Yeah, Thunderjet. Okay, cool. And then in here... Oh, in here doesn't look good, does it? So this is clearly them spinning something. And probably being... I don't know. It's a bit dark though, isn't it? Fully customize the stream mascot. Those are called My First Wife Scode. I hope no one asks me why I know that. Thank you, Thunderjet. Hells, we don't have a stream mascot on the stream at the moment, but we can have one. What do you what would you like? Unbrill Scoopy Poopy. Oh god. Okay. All right. Let's have NPC, and you want an Umbril. What kind of Umbril? I do believe we have. Greenie, thank you for the follow. Chicken Bromain. Chicken Bromain. That's a fucking genius name. Thank you both for the follows. Welcome in. I'm just gonna try and quickly find because they added some new Umbral mobs into the game somewhat recently. Was that a new Scorpion? I like the Scorpion model, the black and white one. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Let's bring him in. Anyway, we're not here for him. We're here for Scoopy Poopy. We need an Umbral mob. Umbral. They added a new one. Where is it? Determined to find it. These ones aren't named, so I have to manually go in and name these ones. These are all new. Any model that's got these new logos on. it's going to take me forever to find it. Let's just... Oh, how fucking lucky was that? Cool, so let's put him here. Should we put him here? Should we put him, like, maybe like this? He looks terrifying, doesn't he? Okay, and we'll call him... We'll call him... Where's the monster nameplate? There we go. Creepy as fuck. And you want to call him Scoopy Poopy? Okay. This is the current Scoopy Poopy. This is the current level humor. The current humor level of chat today. There you go. There's Scoopy Poopy. Cool. So yeah. So we ended up going from the torture room into what looks like some sort of like mechanism that they have to operate. There's nothing directly underneath this room or above it, so wouldn't it be interesting if it led to like was it in here? Do you know the flower? I imagine it's supposed to be linked to this flower making machine in this room here, right? I imagine that's what the intent is for you to kind of think about. This isn't operated from up here. It's actually operated like in the prison beneath the you know, while upstairs while the kings and queens like dine on like their food, like those prisoners in the basement kind of churning flour for them. It's kind of a bit dark. Is there anything else in here that we've missed? No, we got to this room, didn't we? Because this is the room that leads to the warehouses. Yeah, okay. Let me go through here. I don't think we missed any turns. Oh, we did. We missed this room. So this room's got a lot of stuff in. So this room here. So let's back up a little bit. So this is some tapestry and stuff. Thinking of all the guild housing possibilities with all these unused maps. There's a lot of maps that we'll go through. We'll go through in time. So this is like a little workshop. I imagine this may be intended to be like Sid's like workroom, because up here we've got what looks like a giant propeller, a giant wing of a plane, maybe maybe like an airship or something. It's clearly a wing, right? And it's kind of just like strapped to the ceiling for scraps or something. Like a furnace with some coal. This thing that looks like a broken helicopter of some kind. Some like toolboxes with some tools. Maybe this thing here. So this like circle line texture, circle texture, looks like it matches up with the wing here. See the circle line? So maybe like this is supposed to be the wing. Oh god, this is so hard to move, sorry. Maybe that's supposed to be the wing that attaches onto here. Airship parts, yeah. I definitely think this is supposed to be Sid's room. With a server that supports proper instancing, you could have link shells that buy different link shell halls. Yeah, that would be really interesting, Melfi. That would be really interesting. I'd love to see stuff like that. And then in here, there's like a treasure room. So this room here has like some treasure chests in, fireplace, some like books, some scales. So these obviously, see the black texture? I'm guessing this is supposed to be an alpha channel. There's no alpha channels in any of these maps, I believe. So yeah, just imagine like the black bits aren't here and these are just chains, if that makes sense. So let's go back a minute. Let's stand in the corner. So you've got some pots, some books. It's just like a skull. Yeah, like a bone skull. Some teeth. Look at these teeth. Look at these teeth. Some book. Arcanist confirmed. Sid is a summoner from Eorzea. Some more really crude chests with the same skull on. Pottery, more books. So really, this is a really small room. There's like no space to move around in here. But yeah, I definitely think this was intended to be like a Sid's workshop in Sandoria. So maybe Doria confirmed, guys. Maybe all along. Maybe we'll put him in here now, shall we? So here's Doria. He's not from Bastok today. He's in Sandoria. He's like, hello lads. You in my castle? Get in the basement. I don't know where I'm going with this. So yeah, this is maybe Doria is now true. He's not meant to be from Bastok. He's fitting right in, to be honest. Yeah. He's like, this is how he walks. Then you have to zoom in on his teeth. This is how he pops up. He's like, hello! Get out my house! Anyway, so I think that is now all the rooms covered. Again, this is a really, for Final Fantasy standards, this is the size of an average map, pretty much. Everything's also in scale for other maps. His mouth is closed, but you can still see his teeth. Oh man, it would be really interesting if, like, I've told you before about Sid's teeth texture, right? How other characters' teeth texture is like 2 pixels wide, but Sid's teeth texture is bigger than some Taru's armor. It's absolutely huge. More details are in Sid's overbite than Taru's Kiran's Asode. That's where your money went when you were funding Final Fantasy XI. It went into Sid's teeth. Cool. So this is I think this pretty much covers everything from this original Chateau D'auguriel. Yep, that's that room. That's the side room. This is what's leading down, right? Yeah, it's the water that we talked about. This is the sewer room. I'd love to... it reminds me of... Has anyone here ever played, like, the old... the games From Software made before Dark Souls? They made a game series called Kingsfield. This game gives me heavily Kingsfield vibes. There's something about it that's very... It's more PlayStation 1 than PlayStation 2. But the Final Fantasy XI team started work on... Reminds you of Vagrant Story? Yeah, I can kind of see that too. Yeah, Kingsfield. Thunderjet, yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see Vagrant Story from this. Needs more square rooms. Oh, I thought I saw something then. That was gross. I thought like something... It was this little... Needs more obnoxious blocks to turn over. Oh yeah, the ones that you have to kick over and don't break them. Cool. So, has anyone ever seen the original Final Fantasy XI like beta video? I guess it's a beta video. Launch trailer, I kind of want to call it. It was let me bring it up. So yeah, the movement was so clunky. Yeah, I don't know if I can find this trailer in a higher... This is in 240p. I think it's also recorded off of a screen. The only thing I remember is that they really animated Taruvor. So we're going to get some really quick flash shots of things. So I think 11, 9 and 10 were done by the same time and team. Yes. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot what I was... So I was saying the 11 team started work on 11 once the translation work for Chrono Cross was finished. So PS1 era, definitely. running around with your saw out. Was it a mandragora? I get the two mixed up. It was a mandragora being eaten by a gobu. So this is I'm gonna try and press K a lot here to pause things. Can you go through frame by frame? I'm sure you can go through frame by frame on YouTube videos. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to mash K a lot. So this is these are all beta maps, and we'll kind of go through them. But this is Dungraf Wadi. If people have seen this, so Dungraf Wadi went through a couple of changes. This is also Dungraf Wadi. The quality is so bad in this video, and it goes so fast. If I let it play, what does anyone think about this map? Real quick. I know most NA players started playing the game when Xylark came out. Still gives me the feels though, absolutely. So what does anyone notice in particular about this map? Hey MacB, how's it going, friend? When you pause, press... Oh my god, Steve, thank you so much. Okay, so... does anyone know what map this is? It's Altapa, I don't see anything different. So, Altapa was a Xylark map. So, Altapa wasn't an original map in the game. Also, the dunes in Altapa aren't this high. These dunes look... The sand here, the ridges, they're almost like hills. They're nowhere near this high in Altapa. But yeah, Altapa isn't a base map in Final Fantasy 11, and this is a beta trailer. So this is like, you know, when the games first came out. The dunes in East are pretty high, but in West they aren't that high. Yeah, so if we move this over here. So we probably should go through these maps at a time rather than... Probably should go through them as they come up. So this map here is this. So this looks like Altapa, with, like, you know, the mountains in the middle, but it's obviously not Altapa. So oh god, again, it's so finicky to move around here. Again, you'll see how high up these dunes are. Like they're huge. Absolutely, I have to like go up to get up to stand up on top of one of these. So this mountain area where the lizards normally spawn don't normally look like this, and also these like tiny cracks aren't present in current Altapa. So banana for scale. So again, like before the mountain, you got all these little cracks. Normally in Altapa, where people used to farm here, not farm here, people used to EXP camp here at 42 for beetles. Normally these paths go like all the way out, you know. So this is a really huge pre-concept Altapa. Altapa also is, I imagine with the orange sky and the orange lighting, you can see like how different it would be. But also if we zoom all the way back out, there's one area over here that, see, it kind of goes in. We don't really see this in Altapa today. So we've got like a big area in here where you can kind of just like go in and pull things, or maybe there are like secret other little things around here. Not really. But yeah, so there are a couple of bits in the Altapa map. The Altapa map has like little oceans and not oceans, little ponds and trees. Maybe they're thinking of adding a cave there. Looks like a kind of place that slap a zone transition. Yeah, Steve, there's so many of those that are still in the game today as well that I love. Oh my god, I'd put an H&M right in there. Oh my god, whack an H&M in there, Mark. Whack it in. Again, look how big the dunes are, like almost as big as the mountain range in the middle, right? They're just so big. But yeah, so this would be this is definitely what this map is here. So I'm guessing I don't think we'll be able to get the exact. Could you imagine if we could manage to get the exact angle in? That'd be crazy. I don't think we will though. I think it's over here, facing this way. Don't think we'll be able to find the exact. Definitely over some like of the bigger dunes. It's harder to tell because I can't get shading. Obviously there's shading that's been added into this game that I can't add into mine. Anyway, let's go back a little bit further real quick. So so this is Dungrif Wadi. Again, there's a beta map for this place as well that's not used in game. See if we can get some real quick. Doing this as fast as I can. Should have written all these down first. So so this is the beta version of Dungrif Wadi, and it's pretty much solid into what Dungrif Wadi is, what we know it today. Oh, am I dropping frames? Oh, I am. Skipped frames, lagged frames. Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna have a look at what this is, what's causing these. Feels like Outper Desert would be a connection early on with the dunes and it changed, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So, some of these ponds are a little bit more green. A little bit more green looking. Here. I'm just gonna close Scoopy Poopy for a sec, because I don't have a dedicated streaming PC. I just don't want things to lag when I'm doing two things. So yeah, running through like this. If I go forward and back, is what this bit here is doing. So this is one of the pathways. There you go. So he's going over one of these like green waters areas at the very start. So that's what this is. It's pretty much just like going over one of these. And the bit after it is going through. Let's have a look at where we are. And this next bit is going through one of these tunnels here. So it's just going through like one of these. But I mean, Dungrif Wadi is an in-game, like it's used, but the only difference here is some of the flowers are somewhat different. Some of the ponds are a bit different, like texture-wise. The hidden wall is still here, so when you go through this hidden wall, or spoilers if you didn't know that there's a hidden wall here. It's a hidden wall that goes through to the crag. This is all still the same. Right, let's go through to the next part of this. So, we then go through an ice map, and what we know from in-game now is let's warp out of here. We head over to pretty much one of the... As a Winderstian, I never knew there was a hidden wall to a crag in there, Melfi. Yeah, so every... there are 8 hidden crag rooms in 8 different dungeons in Vanadiel. And that's the one for that area. So let's quickly head over to one of the snow areas. I got distortion working again, Zulu. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I'm ashamed. I only really remember the one in Crawler's Nest. That's the one that pretty much everyone remembers, Melfi. And only because people EXP there. So don't be ashamed. I love on private servers when I play with people, like, we'll be somewhere and I'll show them one and they'll lose them. They're like, I never knew this was here. And it's like, yeah, I fucking love this game. Let's head over to Teleportation Assistant. I would like to go to Valduena. I'm going to go to Zarkabard. How are we using Gil? So for a while, I assumed that this snow map was either Zarkabard or Busiudine. Definitely Busiudine over Zarkabard, because Busiudine has trees. Oh, this is a Dynamis cutscene. Because I'm rank 6 now. We can go to Dynamis. We can EXP in Dynamis, guys. Oh, there's Raugrim. He is a glowy boy. So Zarkabard doesn't really have any trees. It has a couple of, like, pieces of wood, I guess. Also, the Beastmen banners. Look at these skulls. The Beastmen really don't give a shit about what you think, do they? They're like, oh, by the way, we've drilled your friend's skulls through a rope and we're hanging it. Also, you can't obtain crystals in this area. You know, they really wanna fucking rub it in, don't they? Jesus Christ. Hey, Shadow Dragon. Should we see if we get biased? I know we're diverging a little bit, but, you know, it would be interesting if we get biased. That would be fun. If we do, let's get Lion out for Treasure Hunter. Let's get Apruru because he does Petrify Breath. And let's get Semi because she does more damage than Tenzin. Do you think it will drop? Do you think it'll appear? Play some bets. Play some bets. Pretty sure it's required to try to pop bias when you see Shadow Dragon. Yeah, I love the Shadow Dragon model because he doesn't have to turn to face you to hit you. He hits you based on what side you are. Even behind him, he'll hit you with his back feet. He's one of the only monsters that kind of does this. He'll hit you with, like, different attacks depending on what side you're hitting him on. Oh god, did everyone just get petrified? Everyone got petrified. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Does it spawn straight away? Does it spawn after it fades? Oh, I guess not. Maybe? No? Oh, worth a try though. Okay, so I was gonna run, but you know what? I can't be bothered. So let's just do this. So we can see that. See over here in the distance, there are some trees. So for a while I thought that it was maybe these trees that the game was kind of trying to show me in this cutscene. It's not far away enough. This. Here you go. So see these like icy trees up here? So I thought maybe it's maybe it was running across this top map. This. But clearly these trees have leaves. Right? Like these are leaves, not like icicles on them. Like they don't look like these. And these other trees are covered in snow. They're not quite the same. They're definitely not these trees, right? They look totally different. So let's zoom back in because that's an obscene amount of zoom that we do not need to play in this game. So let's head back up here and get somewhere safe. So this map here. Hey, Kane Bell. Oh, that's a YouTube subscription notification. The hell? What? I was like, I don't have that notification sound or animation. Am I streaming on YouTube? What's going on today? So this map here is what the map is I believe they're running through. So this map's entirely new. So if we zoom in, we can see here that these look more like the trees that they're running past, right? So it's definitely these trees like this. So you see like there's some bits of green like this down here. This is definitely the zone they're running through, right? It kind of looks like, could you imagine if Conishtat Highlands had snow? That's what this reminds me of, right? It's definitely Conishtat with snow. And it's got these paths like Conishtat does. We can have a little frozen lake. So I think this is an early concept for something that Square were thinking about doing is... oh look, it has like a ravine, like Lathine. A Lathine ravine. Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne in a ravine singing in Lathine. Maybe they were thinking of seasons. Yeah, definitely, Steve. So one of the best things about this map in particular is if we get all of it in. So we can see like a bigger ravine here with some icy things. This map also reminds me of, do you remember when 1.0 came out for Final Fantasy 11 and it was all kind of quite lazy? So this lake here is over here just twisted around, and it's also up here just twisted around as well. And you'd never really see things like this done in 11 today. Everything in 11 today feels very handcrafted. You know, it doesn't feel copied and pasted like this looks. So let's is there anything else we can kind of... Oh, there you go. So this looks like there's a path that kind of goes up some of these. It doesn't look very well laid out, but it definitely looks like a little path that goes up. There's no signposts on this. We will get to some maps where there are signposts that point players in directions of other places. Actually, I have to do some work. Glad Mark told you stream. Take care. Take it easy, Melfi. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kind of looks like Final Fantasy VI aesthetics for Nash. Yeah, Thunderjet. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I totally get that. That whole like Nash is like snowy, but like fresh snow like this, like a cold winter snow rather than something else. Okay, so this part of the trailer is definitely them like zooming through like this. Right? It's definitely them going through. See this ridge here? in particular. I think I just saw it actually. It's over here. Ah, look. Look. This here. This like it's like an arch. It has like a hole in it. That's definitely this, right? 100%. So it's going like between that and like another, maybe over here. It looks like it might be going through something like this, but it has trees in it. Anyway, the exact spot isn't why we're here, but it's man, I do want to find it though. Ugh. I do want to find the exact spot. That would be kind of cool. Or maybe over here. Maybe over here. No, I'm looking for that. I could watch you talk about anything for hours. Thanks, Moogle. And mountains and the villages right between the mountains. Yeah, so let's if we zoom out on this map in particular. So let's quickly reload this map. Check something real quick. Perfect. Yeah, okay. So this map here, this is the one we were just looking at, right? So this map here has snow and grass on it, right? Crazy to think about they worked on this like 20 years ago. Yeah, Kyra Peak, absolutely. So this is the map we were just looking at with the trees and the ice and the snow. So going back to seasons and stuff. So this map is the same map, but covered in just full snow. So again, this is it with grass, and this is it just as snow. So like you can't even make out all the trees are like wilted and like small. Again, there's no alpha channels on this. And see, these are now like they've added in these like snowy pillars almost like everywhere, right? These snowy pillars weren't here before. I don't know if this is where the bigger trees were, and like as if all the snow is like blasted onto them. I think it is actually, because yeah, because look, this lake here. Where is this lake? So this lake is above that corner. So let's bring that back in. So this lake over here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then if we bring open the snow map. Oh, the snow map. We've kind of got, yeah, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so these look like these would be, oh man, even the level of detail that Square put into just their fucking concept art. How fucking nuts is that these are the trees, but they're so overridden with snow that they're just, I imagine like all the branches would have like snapped off and like just the snow is caked into the like the what do you call it? The trunk of the tree. These are the ravines again that are now just filled up with snow. They're not as deep. They're like filled up instead. In here you've got like a little ice. So now, so do you know when we saw? Let's go to this side of it. Sorry, this camera angle's a bit confusing. So we saw this bit earlier on in the trailer, right? Like this bit here with the hole in it. So now on the snowier version, they've added like all these icicles in and stuff. Again, so these the snow zones, both Boosty and Zarkabard, were part of the original game, whereas the Altabad Desert map we just looked at like wasn't introduced until Xylar. So that one definitely inspired the Altabur we see today with the mountain range in the middle of the map. Like, that's definitely like an absolute concept that they really wanted to replicate, which is great. Let's go through before we jump into more maps. Let's carry on with this trailer. So again, it goes through this half snow, half grassland that we went through. Where do we end up? So this is the Altabur Desert map we just went through. So we briefly see a worm. So like Nidhogg or Fafnir and stuff. Which I'm going back to remember, Fafnir wasn't introduced until Xylar, because when I played the original Japanese game, not Meriftaled Mountains. Is it Meriftaled Mountains? I think it is Meriftaled. What's the map between Meriftaled Mountains and Saramug? It's in Aragonu. I'm having a brain fart. It's outside of Ostrosia. Tarongi? Oh, maybe I do mean... Shit. Meriftaled leads to Sar... Yeah, maybe I mean Meriftaled Mountains. Maybe I do mean Meriftaled Mountains. So Meriftaled Mountains, in the top right corner, Zatar wasn't a map. So Zatar is a Xylar map. So previously it was just like wooden boards and like outposts. There was no zone line into Zatar. So Zatar just didn't exist. So obviously, like, seeing Fafnir and stuff in a trailer was years away. Like, we didn't see Fafnir and Nidhogg for a very long time. So if we go through, we see some... God, these are literally, look, 1, 2, 3 frames. 3... If I hit play, how quickly can you see these? Oh my god, it's like a... That's ridiculous. So, we'll try and get to some of these really quickly. So many pixels. Not many pixels. This video is 240p. Kyra Peak. So we'll get to some of these. This is like someone casting a fire spell on a raptor, I think this was. I don't know. Quick look at a Gobu in a map that, again, is a new map. We'll get to in a sec. This is someone in a grassy area that's new as well. Love the Gobu Magic. Yeah, they do show them off a little bit later in the video, thankfully. So we'll get to some of that. And this is Nidhogg. What looks like I imagine a lot of people go, oh, that's Dragon's Eyrie, and it's not. This map isn't. Dragon's Eyrie probably took a lot of things from this and built upon it, but this map isn't Dragon's Eyrie either. We'll get to that too. So this map. Did you see the even older trailer? Yeah, Thunder. I remember the older one. It's a little bit shorter, I think. So this map is someone running through a forest, right? It's just zooming forward for a forest. And again, this looks like one of the newer zones in the game. Final Fantasy XI's demo reel director. Yes, we need a 0.5 second frame of Fafnir's chin. Do you guys want to see it? We should probably play the trailer first, right, and then go through it. Shall we play it first? Oh my god, I'm so sorry if you guys be sick. That looks a lot like Ranfur or Treasures. Yeah, Thunder, yeah. So it does look a little bit like Treasures to me. Where's Fafnir's chin? Oh, there it was. Do you guys see it? It goes through the zones again very quickly there. Oh man. That's a new map. So this is... See, this isn't Dragon's Eyrie. Oh, that animation. Play alone. So Nidhogg never lands in water like this. So I like that water animation. Savage. How annoyed would you be that you bought this game based on this preview trailer, and you didn't see Fafnir for like another 3 years. You know, like that's that Algebra map again that we went through. So let's analyze some of this. So oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry. Let's go back. Let's just suck this person's blood back. There we go. Didn't see 75 till a year in. Yeah, exactly. Lots of dragon footage in there. Yeah, there's a lot of dragon footage considering you don't fight the dragon for like ages. Okay, so this is clearly North Gusterberg. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so this map. Do they do that map twice? They do. Okay, so this map here is let's open it up. So I think this is the I would say that this map has, would you say it has tinges of like yellow? I'd say it's more yellow than green, right? Would you say it looks like, it looks a bit autumny? I'd say it looks autumny. Anyway, so I believe that map there is this map here. You'd still probably love it though. Yeah, I would. It took me 2 years to get my Paladin to 75, and that was at high school. I want a time machine. I had uncles play with me too. So many people say that they watch their uncles play this game, as I see in YouTube comments all the time. So let's zoom into this map. So this map here is really pretty actually. So it has all these like autumnal leaf textures on the floor, like all of these yellows that we don't really see in any map at the moment. And you can kind of see that it kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings a little bit, like these high walls on either side. Like you don't see any. Some maps have like a small dip where there's like a path trodden in, but this is clearly like a almost like a trench path, right? It's like a very deep path. Reminds me of the PSO forest area. Yeah, Kyra Peak. Yeah, they also have very deep trenches. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, do you know what? Do you know what's really funny? I think don't quote me. Give me a second. Did I not take screenshots of it? Fuck, I thought I did. Oh, I did. I know exactly the areas you mean because I've got pictures of them. So you mean areas like this, Karupika, right? Because this is me HDing PSO. So I know exactly which area you mean. Areas like this that have like these deep trench paths in. Anyway, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about this. So yeah, I this is definitely, oh man, the trees here look so unique as well. Like I really like this map. Although it's clearly a proof of concept map because it's so small. Like it's literally just like a small narrow run through, like 2 small open areas, and then like this little ravine, this little stream going through. It's lovely looking as a proof of concept. Absolutely lovely. I really love it. But yeah, they're clearly like zooming in through one of these maps. In fact, like I think this here is fucking that fucking Bahamut chin thing. So funny. It's really hard to make out what some of this probably is. So this thing here is probably one of the logs we see in the path before. I imagine it's like oh god, let me get my bearings. this path here. So on these paths there are... Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I think it's like this wooden log here that's kind of gone over the path. I think is what this fucking 3 frames is what I think that this thing in the way is here. It's probably just... In fact... What if it's that, actually? What if it's that? So what have we got here? We got one tree, big tree going up, a little tree going on the right. Oh, look. Look. Big tree up, little tree on the right. Right, like, what's going on this side? I think this might be this exact area. Maybe? Maybe a little bit like... Maybe this. Maybe this. Maybe. I think it might... It's very close, right? Yeah. And it ends with like a tree branch going... Oh! Because look, this... Oh my god. Oh my god. So this path clearly goes off to the right, right? It's like a bend. See, it kind of goes off to the right, and there's a tree going up at the... If you keep walking forward. And look, that tree goes up to the right as it veers. Oh, that's definitely it. Holy fuck. Isn't that... Man, that's cool. Okay, so I didn't actually check this shit out earlier on. I just knew that I was going to talk about stuff live. That was going to be more fun. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely like this. What if... Is there a little, like... A little Y-shaped tree? I think that might be the Y-shaped tree. I don't know, but I'm very excited. Final Fantasy XI Demo Reel HD by Ash and Bubs when? Steve. Oh man. Okay, so right, let's carry on. So the next map is this is just stock, right? There is a demo version of this map, but it is just this map. So what I will quickly say before moving on though is I don't think they use it as well on the trailer, but so we've got this map here that we just talked about. Hey Saint, what is the resolution of the video? Is 240p. So this is the map we were just going through, the autumn version. There is spoilers. There is this version, which is a lot more green, and I believe this is very green. It's very like mossy trees. I believe this map here is the Chocobo Wood, and we'll get to that in a bit. I don't think we see this map in the video, but it is definitely a map that's. Oh man, look at this. Isn't this lovely? These little like mushrooms and the little extra details. But like these tree logs and tree stumps and this winding like water running down and stuff. This isn't like the kind of maps that we saw for a very long time in 11. You get Witches vibes here. Hey Brendan, we're looking at zoned out files. Yeah Brendan, we're going through zones that didn't make it to the game, but Square showed off in their trailer, their original like proof of concept trailer. Right, so the next map that's shown is interesting. Oh look, isn't that funny? So we can go back to this map again then, I'm guessing. The autumn one. So we figured out that the previous part of the trailer was oh no, I've lost my way. It's so hard to where to go when everything just looks brown. Okay, so we figured out that the previous part of the trailer clearly goes down this path of this wood, right? So if we go back, so see this long this path goes right and then left, and we've got this tree that goes here, and this Y-shaped tree here. So, what's annoying? Why do they split this up? So it zooms forward there, and then it carries on. It carries on here. Oh my god. Okay, so it goes forward. There's the Y-shaped bush thing, the Y-shaped branch, and then it goes over. So, oh my god, look, and there's that giant tree. There's this tree, and there's that tree. That's the exact spot. And there's that tree. Oh my, and the thin one, guys, fucking so good. That's that exact. So they just zoom through that. So that's definitely this map. Someone took, someone went and took a lot of time to make this, only for it not to be used. That's so sad. Yeah, it is. It is. Also, it's crazy that it wasn't. Some of it was clearly used elsewhere. So this is Dungrafwadi again. This is the ice map again that we went through earlier on that wasn't used. This is the Altuba map that wasn't used again. This is North Gusterberg. This is him. So this is the autumn map. So this is someone running up a path, and I think it's over towards the end. I think he's running up this ramp here. So, you know, I think it's like the camera's like over here looking at him run up. Okay, so this map here that isn't Dragon's Eyrie. So let's go through this real quick. So it's got like these huge let's pause it, go back. So it's got these huge what would you call this? I don't even know what to call this. These ridges. And this like giant lake in the middle, and this bit of this like grassy area. So let's quickly open up that map. So that map is this map here. So again, this map isn't Dragon's Eyrie, but Dragon's Eyrie clearly took its design choices from this map. So I would imagine you would come in here, and if you look up, there's the ridges that's used in the map. So this is where this Fafnir that isn't Fafnir flies down from. There's clouds obviously in this map. There's no water on this map, but it would be layered in afterwards. And here you have like a path that goes up, and when he lands, you can kind of see behind him this path over here. So that's what this is. And when he's coming down, it's kind of like this. Is this what you see from above? 3 nodule things. Ah, there you go. There's your 3 nodules. That's what these are, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This one's got a little green patch on. This one's got nothing. So that's what you're seeing here. Hey, Bubs. Thanks, baby. Yeah, I'm just going through some stuff. And then you can't really see the rest of these nodules here. Sherlock's Bub solved another case. Oh, you guys. So here's this grassy area here. That's what this is here. So that's where like Nidhogg flies down and then like lands in this water. It would be a pretty cool battle there, since the elevation is taken into account, maybe. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see like if they did do actual tests in this area rather than just use it as like a visual showcase. I wonder if their intention was to ever make it they might have made it just as a visual showcase, which is really interesting. But yeah, that's definitely where he lands, like right in front of that ridge that goes up. This is back in Dungrafwadi. Again, that's the other Dungrafwadi with the dirtier lakes. This is him landing several times. This is a very like Michael Bay shot. They're like, oh, can you, as well as giving us half a second of Fafnir's chin, can you also make him land 3 times in a row for dramatic effect? I think he lands this side, no? Because I kind of see the grass. No. Here? Yeah. Oh my god, look. This exact pattern of is this. See this pattern of grass? There you go. So that's where this is. We zoom out just a little bit. It's really hard to kind of get the camera. There you go. So that's where this is. So these little bits, this little X of grass and everything. This shot always makes me think of PSO. Oh man, yeah, it does. If it was Michael Bay, Fafnir would shoot fire out of his heart and then explode. Saint. Oh man, that's really funny. That's so funny. There is a map that looks like Ronfer that has train tracks through it. Right, yeah, Thunder. Yeah, we'll get to that map. Yeah, we'll get to that map too. Cool, let's surf. This is down under North Gusterberg. So this Mandragora getting eaten by a Gobu. This is also an extra map. So this map, actually, that's the best way to see it. So we don't see a fire or lava type based map until Ifrit's Cauldron, or what was originally called Fire Mountain. Yeah, this map does look a lot like Monomar. Yeah, you're right. So that's the other map I was going to say. Other than Ifrit's, is we didn't see a lava-based map for quite a while. So that map is this one here. So that goes forward, then left. So it's probably around, like around here, maybe. Maybe not, maybe, it's here, it's here. I think it's here. Because you've got this, maybe. Doesn't really matter where exactly, but you'll see like the fire, you see the red slightly. The quality of this video is so low, and this path that goes up and around. So that's this map here. It's like just a leading. This map's clearly made just for trailers and not made for not made to really do much on. I think this map's pretty null of anything compared to other maps. Reminds me of more of my Balsalt Fields. Yeah, it's definitely a nod in that direction. These stones are pretty unique. The texturing they used for these, it's kind of a different level of detail than they use in other maps. Same with this, like coal. This is really interesting. Like the pale stone, it's really an interesting color. They don't normally use these colors together. They're very contrasting. But yeah, this is the field where also it doesn't really look like a map where Gobu and Mandragora plants would be, but maybe because the quality of the video is so low, you can't tell that this map is. I'm under the map, aren't I? Yeah, God, oh my God, it's so hard to control. Yeah, you can't really tell from the video that it's a fire. Like I never would have thought about it until looking at this, that it's a Maybe it looks a bit like dusty, or is this supposed to be rain? It's so blurry, who the fuck knows? Looks like rain. I always, if rip, 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 rip. I always, I remember this part of the trailer, and I always in my head, I think I coloured the rest of this trailer in as Parshow Marshlands. I just assumed this was Parshow. To me, I just didn't look at the background. I saw Gobu, Mandragora, Parshow. Even though Mandragora aren't in Parshow, you know. That's what I visually think. I didn't think it was like a lava field with magma paths and stuff, right? Nobody has ever experienced this fantasy. I mean, to be honest, they're kind of right, because before today, I doubt anyone ever really looked at these maps. So, nobody has experienced this fantasy. You are absolutely correct, trailer. So, that's a warrior casting what looks like Fire 4 on a raptor in a map of North Gusterberg. Wish it really was a Taru Taru it was eating. Warrior of Light. Hey, Nocto. Whoa, you're not in Nog. It does look like a blue magic animation, you're right. His hand's out. He's kind of got like one hand out. Like he's holding it. Like he's fucking shooting like a Dragon Ball Z photon. Like boom, 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 boom. Oh man, he didn't even see Leaping Lizzie behind him, did he? Leaping Lizzie was just fucking stood there. He could have had that. So this is Bastok as well. This is the map that we just went through. Oh my god. Oh, can you give me 3 shots of him roaring, please, as well? Thanks, Michael Bay. And again, this is the Altipa map that we went through previously. So that is spoilers. I'm going through so many maps that I'm going to go through in a minute. Where is the desert map? Did we go past it already? Maybe, there you go. That's the desert map that isn't in game. So again, it looks like Altipa, but it isn't. It isn't Altipa. Far from it. Can pieces of imminent gear not be sold to vendors? Yes, Saint. Yeah. Certain pieces can't be. Yeah, so I'm guessing with these like weird little bushes that are here, because I'm sure I just saw one like here in the distance. I'm guessing he's kind of stood like here. This little ridge. Yeah, probably. And it goes up on the left. Yeah, he's probably stood here somewhere. Cool. So what else? What else was there? So that's pretty much everything from this beta trailer that we went through. But let's look at other stuff that didn't make it into the game. So we've gone through all of the extra map of Chateau D'auguriel. Let's go through this map. So this map I know has had some online popularity before. Like other people I know have talked about this map. I find it weird that people haven't talked about the other maps. But this map's interesting too. So straight away, we've got a little sign over here in this cross path. And also these fucking scary skulls. And this sign that clearly says Chocobo Wood. So that's probably what one of these other maps. I'm guessing the lusher green one. This is the lusher green one. I'm guessing this this was originally intended to be the Chocobo Wood, not the autumnal one that we see that's used in the trailer. The trees here are very green. They're like very moss covered. We've got like a little untextured clearing here where I'm guessing they just gave up. But again, all the normal details are here on these maps, like these little individual mushrooms that aren't just repeated assets and stuff. Some logs, more different leaves and stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing this was originally intended to, if they were to showcase chocobos in that trailer, I'm guessing they'd probably be shown in this map. It looks a bit like magical kind of thing, you know. It looks very mysterious, like magical mysterious, I guess is kind of what I want to say. Cool. So let's go back to that map that we were just talking about. I think it's 28. Cool. So the other stuff we have here, as well as the, where was the Chocobo sign? So the Chocobo sign was over there, right? So if we go around this map, which is a huge map, by the way, we have more like ravines, like Lethene, but nowhere near as deep, with some bridges on to walk over. Which would, could you imagine if we had bridges in Lethene? Ugh. And everyone remembers that famous Final Fantasy XI upside down train monorail, right? Everyone remembers the monorail. It's the way you get around Vanadiel, you know? All aboard the monorail. 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 You know? That Final Fantasy XI monorail. Who could forget? Who could forget the monorail? It's very Final Fantasy VIII looking, isn't it? It definitely looks like Final Fantasy VIII. The hell? Yeah, it's interesting. There's nothing on the insides of these, obviously. So these monorails go pretty much all the way around this central hub. Upside down train, they were doing so much. Yeah, so this train goes like around the back of this town. And we'll get to what this town looks like in a minute as well. So this little like gated community, I guess, have a couple of entrances and a couple of doors. That could be a whole new method of travel to a new town. Yeah, Mark, that would be. Could you imagine if? Oh God, I hope they don't do that. What if in the 20th anniversary is just this map recolored? Oh, I kind of hope not. Oh no. In that case, I could HD it already. Save them some time. So let's in other corners of the map, what's interesting is there are. Let me see if I can find them. I like these like dangerous looking ravines. The ones that have like the black base. Doing it actually straight up looks like the train you meet Renault in Final Fantasy 8. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's clearly used as concept art from 8. Ah, here you go. So over here we see broken parts of the monorail. So there's like a rusted, like they're all like rusted and bent and they don't go over this ravine. I love this, like all this broken monorail stuff. Just stuff that like adds a little bit of like extra story to the game. Like, oh, we can't go over there. The Shadow Lord broke the monorail. You know what I mean? Oh my God. What a different story we would have if the Shadow Lord was responsible for breaking the monorail. And this is, if we follow the sign here, so this is where the Chocobo Wood is. So you see here, from a distance, the Chocobo Wood looks incredibly green. And that's why I think it's the other map that's the green one rather than the autumnal orange one that's used in the video for the trailer. It's pretty much all the exciting stuff that's used in this map, though. It is a huge, huge map. It's probably on scale with Conishtat. I don't think it's as big as Lethene. but it's definitely of a Conishtat size. Anyway, so let's carry on. So this is the winter map we went through for the cutscene. This is the full snow version we went through from the cutscene. This is a new map. So this map here. Is there an attack speed cap in Final Fantasy 11? Yes, Saint, there is. It's based on a combination of ability haste, gear haste, and spell haste. You'll have to, if you look up haste effect on Wikipedia, it will give you a list of what contributes and what negates each other. Like, you can only put so much haste on gear, but you can put more on from an ability from like Asso, or from a spell like a Red Mage. So this map is really interesting. So this map looks like Buyada Tree, right? But obviously this is, instead of being a tree, it's like inside a stone structure. You can kind of it's hard to tell with the lighting turned off, but there's all this like water around and this giant tree growing in the middle. So do you remember when you used to get like, you used to pull like crabs and crawlers used to be around the tree? It's very different from Crawler's Nest though. I love these little like bee nests. You see things that look like this in Yaguado areas. You see things like this in Gideus. These like new flower types and stuff. There's no flowers that look like this in 11 as far as I'm aware. This beehive has like just a giant hot. You can get in this one for some reason. Good giant one. Here's some other ones that are all like mossed over. Leveling Ninja is my first class on retail. I was thinking about subbing Thief so I could stab real fast. Oh, well, in that case with Ninja, you'll also have dual wield haste. That's another thing altogether. There's lots of different types of haste. But look how interesting this map is. So this map has like, unlike Buyada Tree doesn't have ledges. It does, but not out in the open. So could you imagine if Buyada Tree had ledges where you could see down and like pull crabs or whatever, like crawlers and stuff? It's really interesting. I don't think you can. Oh, can you? Yeah, you can. I don't think you're intended to be able. Oh no, maybe. So looking at this, if you were to, oh god, this goes on for ages, doesn't it? Where does this go? So there's a little pond here. Let's start here. So if we go up through this little cave, we can get up. And then up here, and I imagine maybe this splits in two ways. Maybe you can go. Does going down take you anywhere? Yeah, so going down takes you down here, right? But I think you could probably also go up here and oh, look at this, and walk along the tree. Hey, Lagaya, how's it going, buddy? Long time no see. So if we go across this path here, you can go into the giant tree, and then there's other paths out. Oh my god! Could you imagine if this was actually in game? Holy shit! So that reminds me of the one area in Dark Souls where you have to jump down. Yes, Saint, absolutely. I know the exact one you mean. Past the two hidden walls. In I want to say Graveroot Basin. Let me just Google that real quick. Graveroot Basin? Is that a place? No. Darkroot Basin. No, that's not the place. I do know the place you mean though. Lake of yeah, I know the place you mean. It's covered in those petrifying eyeball things. So as well as like all of this fucking tree stuff, this cool pathing on the trees. Look at all these details. So they look a bit weird. Are they holes? Oh, okay, they're holes. They're just not textured correctly. So you have like all these winding paths that go up and around and over and higher up. Oh, there's like a wooden path here. Is that a wooden? Yeah, it's like a man-made wooden path on the trees. Holy shit. So where does this go? This just takes you out. Okay, so maybe that looks like a zone in or out or something. And again, this map's really really well thought out. So you've got like we only went through like a couple of these Ash Lake. Yeah, Brendan, it's the area before Ash Lake where you fall down the trees. What else have we got here? So in some of the, oh my god, so in some of these tunnels we've got like, I imagine you'd have to like run around these lakes, but also you can go up some of the, oh my god, look how, oh my, you'd get so lost. You would get so lost. I love it. So this goes through here. Oh my god, Brendan, tell me if it feels like you're playing one of your first-person dungeon adventure games anytime soon. In fact, let's just take screenshots of this area and we'll just turn it into one. I feel like I'm playing. I feel like I'm playing Kingsfield right now. You know me too well. Yes, please. Yeah, so it looks like also you can kind of get to the upper levels of these from other areas in the map. Let's zoom back out again, because otherwise we'll be in here all day. What's in this one? Anything in this one? No, just like a pathwards up. Okay. So this room is absolutely gigantic. It's definitely on par with the size of like what the big rooms in Booyada Tree are. I would love for them to just introduce this map. It needs a lot of work, but it gives me EverQuest 1 vibes. Does anyone else get that? Oh, look at this. From this angle, the tree just goes all the way over the room, and all these do you know in Whitegate you see the what they're called, Parahido bees or whatever they're called? They have beehives that are similar to this, right? But they're orange. So there's a Minecraft dungeon stream now. No, Saint, no. What else? Do we have anything else? That's pretty much it. Yeah, I love this map. This map's fantastic. I'd give this map a 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Bob's kiss. Cool. So let's. What else have we got? So this is the fake Dragon's Area map that we saw from the video a second ago. This, okay, so on the town map earlier, this one I think. So on this map here, we had this this little gated community here, right? This little semicircle. This town. So that's what. Oh god, have I gone too far? That's the chateau. Oh, that's another map altogether. That's another map altogether. Here we go. So this is the little town that we saw. I put pictures of this on Twitter last night, but I don't think I actually tweeted it. I think I accidentally forgot to hit tweet. So in here we have a little town filled with lots of little houses and lots of little buildings and stuff. So we've got all these tents that are like selling food. Squids. Look at these squids. Gated community. You mean where the elven billionaires live? Yeah, Saint, that's exactly what I mean. Look at these. Look at these fucking squid faces. They are terrifying. So we have all these tents that are like selling things, I guess. Little milk buckets and stuff. Some food. And then over here we've got a little well. Like some little wind things. We've got some... Here we go. Here's the smelting. Like some bellows and stuff. So some armor and weaponsmiths, I'm guessing. They gave the squids eyes. Yeah. Here's some more. Some swords and some hammers on the wall in this one. Again, there's so many like layers to everything, right? Like there's so many like paths up and over, and I don't think any of these buildings have anything of worth in them. Oh, don't you love it when video games do this? It's like, oh, I'm just gonna walk over here. Oh, look, I can see stuff in the distance. Oh no, there's inconvenient barrels. Oh, I hate inconvenient barrels. Ugh, I'm so inconvened. This looks like what an auction house would be here. So it looks like there'd be people on the inside and like a door, and I imagine you just would click the flap. You know, do you know what I mean? You like click the entranceway to use the auction house, like you do in Sandoria today. What else do we have here? A little trough. So this is a little like, I'm guessing this will be filled with water or something. I'm guessing like maybe some sheep or something. So what's on this side? This side's more houses rather than shops. This door looks open, but I think there's nothing in the buildings. Yeah, the buildings are completely empty. Ooh. Some hay. Some other stuff. This rope. Sure, this rope reminds me of straight away. And I know it's going to be something that's going to piss off Nocto if he's still here. Teleport assistants. Which my blue one? Buildings say Final Fantasy 9. That grass says EverQuest. Yeah, absolutely, Hells. That's really funny. Yeah, as soon as I saw this rope, could you imagine if it was the same fucking rope? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Five. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I know it's a different texture, but is it the same model? Is it the same model? Oh no, have I just fucked it up completely? Oh, I fucking have. Fucking fuck. God damn it. I reckon that's the same model. I reckon that's the same model. It is, isn't it? It fucking is. Holy shit. Have I spent too long on this game? Guys, you can be honest with me. We're all friends here. I worry. Oh no, I've spent too long on this game, haven't I? Don't forget about your friends, family, or work. God damn it. Let's go for another 20 years. Oh god. I can't wait till I retire and can play this game all the time. Just like I do now. Let's go through a couple more maps. So, this would, I imagine, would be some sort of airship. So, airship maps, when you fly over them, very similar to how this looks. Very similar. So, I imagine they're just trying to get some, like, landscaping done. Maybe, for, like, an airship. So I want to make a VR mod for 11 by then. I mean, the maps... Yeah, the maps are already available in VR on VR chat. But I'd love, like, a working Final Fantasy 11. We've gone through... We've talked about this map. So this obviously looks like Gelsuba Outpost. However, there are some differences. So, for example, this is a proof of concept map. So this is where I got killed on stream the other day. Thanks very much. Much fun. I had loads of fun. Some of these buildings are in different places now than what they are. So it doesn't quite look like this in game. Some of the buildings are in different places. Some of the tents are in different places. They've got these placeholders, orcish things here, as like a scale size, to kind of understand the size of the scale of the map. What else? I think these skulls are slightly different in game, and there's also, like, instead of having two big pillars here, I believe there's like a giant chair here, like a big bucket chair, and it's not two pillars. I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure that's right. The rest of this looks... I don't think this banner's here. I don't think this banner's here. We could literally go back to my VOD and check, but I don't think it's there. And I think... no, everything else looks right. Oh, I don't think these are here. Or there's not as many of them. Or they look completely different. These are catapult things, right? Do you like the way I had to do this with my mouse to kind of describe what a catapult was? So funny. And this is where that NM killed me the other day. I remember that. I remember that very well. What else have we got? So this is a GM test area. This is the original Chateau D'auguriel that we spoke about earlier on. I'll be putting this video on YouTube, by the way, so if anyone's late in the stream and has missed out us going through some of these older maps, don't worry, they'll all be on YouTube. I think those exist slightly different right before you went to the last Log Grove. Yeah, maybe Condor. Cool. So I put this map on my Discord earlier on today when people were talking about 11. And it's like, oh, I remember when, you know, we were killing... You remember when you'd kill that boss? And it's like, yeah. And I think I put a screenshot of this. And I was like, oh, remember that time you're EXPing on the stairs and a lizard runs up? Oh, whatever. Obviously, this zone isn't in the game, but it's in the files. It reminds me of Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 has a large Astrology Tower in the hinterlands in Corthius, and it reminds me of this. So yeah, it's a big, huge spiraling tower, and at the top has this working astrological device. I believe this is the concept for what Heaven's Tower is in Winderst. The reason I say that is if you go down the tower, if we go down through all of this, the very bottom floor has this, as well as all of this like intricate fucking design. It's so detailed. It's overly unrequired how detailed this is. So the bottom floor has, it's not even the bottom floor yet. So the bottom floor has this device that just reminds me of like the Star Sibbles sort of like planetary device, and all of this like all this just this astrological stuff in general, right? I imagine this was probably something they wanted, probably like a large tower of some kind, and this is what became Heaven's Tower in Winderst. So what looks like well, this could be in Sandoria, you know. It's definitely very interesting. Again, it's just very flat, isn't it? There's no as great and, you know, huge as it is. It has no. It kind of has no purpose. It doesn't fit in with everything else. Reminds me of the Observatory in Majora's Mask. Yeah, I remember. I wonder if they're bringing any new jobs or content to retail. So, what I will say about retail is they are currently in the job files where the data is held for job names and stuff like that. There is room for 5 more jobs. I don't think they'll add any, but there is room for 5 more. If they were to put it this way, if they were to add more, I think they would struggle. But there is room for 5 more. Anyway, sorry, I'm probably making people sick just zooming up and around this map. What else have we got here? So this is as far as I know, like normal Sandoria. There are a couple of differences with this map. I think the Elven. I think some of the textures are slightly different. Oh, for example, here you go. So all the flags are just red and white on this Sandoria. There's not too much difference to do with this map and everything else. Pretty sure these are griffins and not normal statues. That's all right. But yeah, it's mostly the flags and stuff that's different. Don't understand what you mean. There's room. Does the data files have so much room for slots? Yeah, same. Yeah. So the current database files have room for 5 more slots for jobs. After that, they'd have to make some additional changes, and I think with the base team no longer working on 11, I would worry that they wouldn't want to do such a thing without breaking other stuff. So there is structure in place already for them to comfortably add 5 more jobs, is what I should say. Again, these flags are all different. So this is the Alchemy Room in Bastock, but this is a test version of it as well. It's a very old version. I think there have been a couple of changes here, but not many. Bastock is definitely one of the areas they made before anything else. A lot of the texture files are incomplete or different. This is an interesting design for Juno. So this is an untextured like design version of Relude Gardens. I've always loved this statue in the middle, but it serves no purpose other than looking cool. Didn't Essie say they were already close to the limit on today's job ability, spells, and weapon skills? Yeah, Crescent. I wouldn't. Yeah, they're definitely very close. Oh, so the new chateau. So this map's slightly different. I think this wooden door isn't wooden. Through here we have no flowers at this here, none at all. It's very, very bare. We did some interesting things in this room, didn't we? We found out that this works at 6 a.m. This works at 6 a.m. in game time. Oh, I think this is new, right? So when you come through here and go up, I don't think there's a right-hand turn you can take, is there? Definitely not. There's not a right-hand turn in the chateau, is there? Is there? Is there? Question mark. Take it easy, Saint. Thank you for stopping in. Is there, Fothy? Maybe I've just... Is someone just stood there in the way? Yeah, maybe someone's just stood there in the way. I feel like I'm running really slowly. Ah, yeah, someone is just stood in the way. Oh, but you can walk through? What? That's so weird. But then, hang on a minute. So, if we run around, does that mean that the king's room is here? Or here? Hang on a minute. This is the king's room. Oh, there's like doors at the back. Oh, so that goes into the... Ah, okay. Then this goes into this, and this goes into nothing. Gotcha. Gotcha. I was just around there last night. That's the only reason I could remember. Yeah, I don't think I've ever needed to come through here. And I think everything else is pretty much the same. So, for example, the prince's rooms are pretty naked. And there's our fountain that's turned on. I don't think there's anything like up in the sky that's new. Definitely not. Definitely not. We were talking about the fireplaces in the. Here you go. So, the prince's rooms just have a pile of sticks in. For some, and then they put a fireplace over the top of everything else. I've always thought it's funny that it's just a pile of sticks. This glass bottle looks like that's something out of Kingsfield. Looks like a potion glass bottle. I think that's pretty much that's a base build of Selbina. This is a base build of what looks like an airship vendor. I can't think where this would be in game. It's clearly like a doorway here, and you go in. Can't think of anything that looks like this in game. I know these assets are used in game elsewhere, but yeah, I like these little proof of concept rooms. Like this one here is like 2 more houses like crammed together. So some stairs that go down, and then like a halfway partition like into another room. It's really weird. Anything else? Winderst, boats. Oh, this is another. This is a much more updated Tarongi Canyon from the demo version we saw earlier. This is a proof of concept for the Goblin shop in Juno. So this is just like filling stuff up with clutter and boxes. This is the corridor in between them. Oh god, it's just a white box. Jesus. And again, this is where the goblins like stood on the top, like stirring the pot. It's the shop in Winderst Woods, North. I remember it because there's a little passageway on the left that you can get to, and you can't get up here, but there's a little step ladder for someone to be stood on the other side. Kind of reminds me how the layout in the travel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It's definitely like an airship type ticket vendoring place. I think this is Delkfuts. Although, like, it's so weird to think that neither Delkfuts have middles of rooms, because I can see straight through these. Yeah, it's definitely Delkfuts, because this is a teleporter. Or is it Sky? Is it Sky? Is that Kieran's? No. No, it's not. Anyway. It's Busiadine. Azakabad, rather. This is Kitham. It's just models. Castles of Val. This is Beardo. I think we're through the majority of all of the testing files. We were here yesterday for doing the Shadow Lord missions. This is where you pick up the Magicite. It's Delkfuts. It has a circle and the stairs going through the middle. Okay, croissant. This is fucking beautiful, isn't it? This map is a piece of art, I think. Castle Ostrosia is just... oh. Show someone Castle Ostrosia. Just wish them all the luck in the world with it. Again, this is Castle Ostrosia's Magicite room. This is Monorail Canal? Is it? Or is it in Harutoto ruins? No, it's Toriel. Yeah, it's the canal. Literal maze. The best beastman stronghold. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I really like this zone. But again, I can't remember ever going to Monorail Canal before Xylart. So Fenrir's here, and you don't go here until like the higher ranks in Winderst. So I can't remember if this map is a Xylart map or not. If not, then this is definitely, I mean, this is the beta version of it. I really can't remember if it's a Xylart map or not. That's just a lot of stuff. Any of that ringing any bells with anyone? This staircase isn't. These staircases aren't ringing any bells to me. Maybe Juno? Oh, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. This is interesting. I think this is a test map for teleporting. So, like, just to see if teleport pads work and stuff. I don't think it's a BCNM of any kind. I definitely can't think of what it might be off the top of my head. Ah, Temple of Ugliapeth. Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. So again, Temple of Uglipeth is a Xylart map. And this is in the original files. So this is definitely like a proof of concept for something. But yeah, you're right. So this is the Temple of Uglipeth. So you kill something. You kill the doll here to get in this room. And then you can either go up the stairs and go this way, or go up the stairs and go this way. Or you come this way for your Paintbrush of Souls. So yeah, that's definitely the Temple of Uglipeth room. That's a good spot. That's a really good spot, Ascended Weeb. Well spotted. This is Juno. This is heading towards Juno. So weird model for it. These are the 3 branches heading out to like Bastok, Winderst, and Sandoria. This is a weird proof of concept for Bastok. So this is like planning like where the auction house goes, where other things go. So this is like heading into Port Bastok. Here's like some barrels and stuff. This is Bastok Market, Bastok Mines. So do you know when you would go in up here, and you go up the ramp, then you go to the left, and then you have the other auction house here. So this is the other Bastok. This is Busiadine. Finished work and you're already 4 hours in. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ascended. So we were doing Shadow Lord the other night, right? And I said, when we were getting there, so you walk in through this door here, right? You're walking through this door here, and as you're approaching the Shadow Lord, you can see in the distance like other rooms in the sky. So when you click these doors to load into the BCNM, the other BCNMs aren't in here. I mean, look, if you look what's behind the door, it's literally nothing. It's just like a small corridor. So when you go in, you get teleported to one of these 3 different BCNM arenas. So if you zoom in over here, you can see that this is a replicant kind of thing of this. So you go up the stairs, and then you go in this door, and there's the BCNM room. This place is fantastic. Like, it's so, like this Beastman's seal on the floor, and the crystals up here, the Magicite. It's so it reminds me of Power Rangers. These like crystals, these rectangles of crystal. What's this? This is Maze of Shakurami. Oh, so who was in here earlier on that was like, oh, I can't believe I didn't know about. They said they were from Winderst and they didn't know about. They didn't know about a hidden room in Dungraf Wadi. They look like Zord power crystals. Yeah, absolutely. So, people that are familiar with Maze of Shakurami, so this is the room where Argus spawns in. I don't remember the skeletons looking like this. I mean, again, this is in the beta section of the map, so anything here is kind of subject to change. I don't remember I really don't remember the skulls looking. Maybe they do. Anyway, if we go left, if we go back, and we get to the Leech King room. This is the Leech King room. So back here, if you were to go here in game and head towards this back, kind of looks high res, kind of sus. If you were to go through this wall here, you'd end up going through the wall, and there'd be another crag. So this is where there is another hidden crag in Maze of Shakurami. It's in the Leech King room. So this is where you would normally see your... If you look at it from the outside, you can... This wall isn't here. So this takes you back out to the Leech King room. Again, I don't remember these, like, shelves in this room. Maybe they are here. Maybe I just never noticed. I don't think we've got any more real beta rooms in here. Oh, so this is the one that everyone remembers, isn't it? This is the one where everyone knows. Where everybody knows your name. So this is Crawler's Nest. So everyone remembers that. Let me get my bearings. So this is where you walk in, and then you head forward, and at what I would describe as the lowest ball sack, you take a left and go through the wall here. And everyone remembers the hidden room camp for Crawler's Nest, where you get given a massive headache from the glowing green light that I remember my boyfriend at the time could never stay in this camp for more than like 2 hours. He was like, I'm getting a migraine. I have to go. This is Garliage? Eldime, sorry. Eldime. These textures are HD'd, so this doesn't look like a beta map to me. This looks like the original map. Where you fall in and fight for coffer keys. Oh god, isn't this map fantastic? So, is it this one? So, I think this is the south. Yeah, this is the south. This is where you head in from the top of thingy. Yeah, okay, so this, if you go to the south room and take the middle drop, I think you can then... Maybe it isn't the south. Maybe it isn't the middle drop, rather. Oops, I've flipped myself up. There we go. Zoom out. Oh no, I'm clearly upside down now. The controls on this are so hard. Oh, you'd have to take this one here. Yeah, I think you take this drop. When do you head right? Not here. Yeah, there's a... This is where the one in Garliage is. You have to drop down and then head through one of that wall there. There you go. This hidden wall here to find this one in Garliage. And interestingly, this is also where one of the you need to light loads of lights in Eldime. I keep saying Garliage, don't I? Perk of having a terrible C, my graphics card wouldn't render the green shit, so it wasn't a problem for me. Yeah. Nice. This is Winderst. So, again, this is a proof of concept as well, this map. You know, I'm pretty sure everything is here. Oh, the map that we saw earlier in the shop that I said about was in here. So in here is the, it's interesting. Yeah, this room isn't done in here. So normally you go around to the right, and then that's where the person is standing. I quite like Winderst. Winderst's A-okay. This is the huge tree. There's nothing really secret on these maps. The entrance to Monorail Canal is at the back, isn't it? Down here. Is this it? This little secret entrance? Yeah, little secret entrance to the canal down here. Here you go. For Winderstians only, I think. I think it's Winderstians only that can get down here after a certain rank mission. Otherwise, you have to do a really long quest chain. I think we're heading at the end, so I need to translate these extra textures. Unless someone else wants to quickly translate them for me first. Is it? Please stop reading this. You have been cease and desisted. Also, you're now banned. This is, again, this is a untextured Dungrif Wadi. Dungrif Wadi is definitely one of the maps they designed first as like a fighting area, because there are like 10 different variations of Dungrif Wadi in the files. This is Saramug. So Saramug campaigns. This is heading out of Juno. This is the little beetle camp. These are the weapons that fight along here. You come up here and go into Garliage, and this is where you exit Garliage here and fight Rock up on the mountain ledge up here. I've always loved this crystal stuff on the walls. I always found it really interesting. This when you stand on the edge and fish, I always love the effect of these walls gives. Is there a solution for when the background assets show all black and don't load and your character can't move anymore? Do we know the cause? Hey Maxim, that to me sounds like a hard drive issue. So that sounds like XI Pivot is trying to swap the assets over quickly and can't do it quickly enough. So you ended up with neither. Do you use Prime or Basic, Maxim? What map is this? This is... Oh, what map is this? It's really hard to tell without colours. Oh god, that is hideous. Basic. Oh, that's interesting. If it's Cauldron, don't think if it's more of an up and down area, but it's more common after doing like Dynamis Divergence or Domain Invasion. I'm not too sure, Maxim. I would normally say it's a hard drive issue, but if I haven't encountered issues like that after a certain event. I wonder what map this is. It's going to be a case of like, I'm going to flip it the right way around and go, oh, it's X. Take it easy, Thunderjet. This is Palbra. So it's Palbra Mines. Yeah, it's Palbra. So there's the lift that goes up and down. I think this is pretty much it for the concept of those. Again, this is BCNM rooms. This is Conishtat. There's nothing special or new about Conishtat that's kind of hidden or out the way. It's just a nice map, isn't it, Conishtat? It's interesting to see the jump between maps like Conishtat and some of the maps we were seeing in the really early pre-builds like this one, you know, where it's an open map, but like it's too open, isn't it? Like it's just not much at all. Having the same issue since I used that POLEXE patch. I haven't had it happen. Possible black screen fix when using config. Ah, there's like a black screen issue with config. Is this linked directly to having 60 FPS in the config plugin? This has caused a lot of issues for ages. The black screen load is caused by failing to reserve enough RAM or VRAM to load textures. Lowering UR scale may indirectly help reduce your RAM usage elsewhere. Oh, so it would be a RAM issue? Or a VRAM issue, rather. So, like, DG Voodoo. How did you force it? This is not up for dispute. Oh, God. So, aren't people on FFXI AH? Don't they use the nicest terms? This is not up for dispute. If you intentionally delete that zoned app or a memory leaking plugin will create a memory shortage, it will happen every time the exact same way. As an underlying cause, there are several possibilities, most of which likely are failing to allocate RAM, failing to allocate VRAM, failing to read the hard drive. How do you force it? You can't force more RAM. If you use DG Voodoo is managing VRAM, yeah. So with DG Voodoo, you can increase the VRAM that it uses for displaying stuff in Final Fantasy 11. I know a lot of people do make their VRAM absolutely massive. Yeah, Rosilia, I really like looking at maps like this. But yeah, it's definitely a huge difference between looking at older models and newer models. This is just a table. This is a proof in concept of Mahura. So again, this is them just like quickly building like the layout for a zone, which I think is really fascinating, right? Just like going, okay, that goes there. Like there's no bridge in between these two areas. There's no like hut for where you would board. There's no what do you call it? Dock. Yeah, and like all the shops and stuff. Chair. Chair stream. This is Ifrit's Cauldron. This is Ifrit's Cauldron. Has anyone else got any questions? I've got some questions. I've got several questions. Who has questions? I've got questions. I've got questions. What is that? What is that? What is this? What is this? So, cool. I'll quickly comment on what this is. Because I kind of know. So if I quickly jump through the files of this game, there is originally. Oh God, I could be here looking all day, couldn't I? So this is Ifrit's Cauldron. However, in the original, I might have deleted them from this batch of files. In the original game, before Xylark came out, Ifrit's Cauldron wasn't Ifrit Cauldron. Ifrit's Cauldron was called Fire Mountain. And Fire Mountain was a map that was originally intended to be part of the initial launch. and I can't remember on the map. It displays instead of saying Yutunga Jungle, it's called, I think it's called like, it's spelt differently. It's still Yutunga, but it's like, it's spelt really differently. Also, it's like blue. So this map is probably Fire Mountain. In that case, oh god, I'm flipped upside down again. One sec. I have to really kind of build my way around here. I'm trying to. I know my way around Ifrit's pretty well because I used to mine here a lot. So I'm just trying to get my bearings and get into a tunnel. It's very tricky though. Am I in a tunnel? Oh god, this is very hard without shadows. Okay, this all looks a little bit different so far. Yeah, okay. And then you go around. Yep, okay, so this is Fire Mountain, not Ifrit's Cauldron. So again, we have these little one-way drops. So what looks different about Fire Mountain is we have over here. Here's like one of the big. So there would be. Oh god. I feel sick. Oh, I'm gonna stop moving for a sec. Oh god, it's so. Right, so this is a pathway over, and these two areas will be filled with lava. So normally this is where you trade the warm egg to get the lizard to spawn, or I think the bomb queen rooms. Anyway, what we want to talk about is over here. So over here, we seem to have this long room. Another room with these fire pits. Going over here. And then over to the left. And then we have this. We have this just interrupting everything we're doing. We have this. So this is new. This is definitely not normally part of Ifrit's Cauldron. So in here we've got some little pathways. Another like drop down. This area does look bigger than this though. So where's the other stuff? I didn't see them. So immediately when you walk in, to the left and right are other rooms. So in here we've just got a little room and like another little pit. Then we've got another room over here. Another little pit in the corner. Is that it for this? Yeah, it's kind of it. Isn't that weird? Really weird. And what we can kind of do real quick, if I do this. So Ifrit's Cauldron. So I don't think any of this map lines up to the original. I think it's actually supposed to be this way round. If I'm getting my bearings straight. Definitely had a very specific intention for that room. Yeah, Ascended, definitely. Think about placing an H&M in there. Man, Mark just wants to place H&Ms in everything. Take it easy, Maxim. I hope that does sort it out. I haven't really ran into many issues like that. But if it is an issue with VRAM, then yeah, it looks like that might fix it. All the things. I really want to find. I must have deleted it. really want to find a map name of that. DXT originals. It's probably on one of my old tweets somewhere where I have like I've probably talked about those files. I run a lot of add-ons. It might be that I've run out of RAM space for loading data files. Yeah, that might be it too. Especially after running something like Dynamis, where your RAM will be very filled with a lot of people's armor and assets for skill chains and magic and everything like that. Yeah, your RAM would be very full at that point. If you use DG Voodoo, you could also increase the VRAM allocation in that. That might be another thing to do. I just want to zoom into these areas as well. So this is normally where like goblins and stuff walk around, right? This all looks fairly correct. They've definitely used some of these assets, but also, yeah, these files are from the original game. So this map is clearly not in the original game. It's Ifrit's Cauldron is a Xylart map. This is Devoy. Devoy is normally this way round. Nope. This way round. Yep. So you come in from Jugna here. You hug the right wall. And this is where Jujutsuki spawns. This is where I used to farm Gil. This is where the lakes are, where we did our blood orb the other night. This is the church in the center of the island. A lot of players haven't been in the church, so let's have a quick. Here you go. Here's the church. Just a massive Beastman stronghold. Interestingly, I don't know if this looks familiar to anyone. So behind this Beastman logo is this piece of stonework. This is the same sculpture of Altana that is in the North Sandorian cathedral. We had North Sandoria earlier on, didn't we, as a concept? See if we can quickly find... I could find the exact file, but... I think it was earlier on than that. Maybe not. Oh, this is it. Yeah, so it's the same thing that's at the back of the church. Here. It's supposed to be this. Supposed to be this with the wings at the top. Can we delete Devoy? Where were we? We were at Devoy. Ifrit's Not So Cauldron. Devoy. What we got next? This is... Oh, this is a little smiley face. Little smiley face. This is... I want to say straight away I went, oh, this is Beardo, and then I went, is it? What? Oh, this is Monastic Cavern. Monastic Cavern, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. God, you know what? I zoomed into that room and I went, the fuck are these massive green Beastman pillars? And I forgot this is where the Orc Warlord spawns. Once a day, once a week, isn't it? You walk in, it's, yeah, there you go. So you walk in here. So we did this on stream the other day when we walked in here and we went over here to get our to get our Beastman seal crest. It's just on the floor over here. That smiley though, yeah, that little this little smiley, this little face. Yeah, I saw the green and I saw this because this is where you get the oh, we're upside down. We're upside down. This is where you get the crystal. Spent eons farming Devoy's coffer key. Devoy is normally the one that drops like the latest. Holy shit! So this is Merifataud Mountains. This is a big map. Yeah. So I wonder if there's a beta version, because if it is up here, yeah. So up here, it's not loaded in everything. So the paths to the guys, here you go. So when I used to play this game in the Japanese days, this is the path to Zatar. You kind of come in. If I zoom out a bit, you guys can probably tell because it's the top right corner of the map, right? So Zatar was obviously not part of the original game. So here you go. You just had a couple of rocks tossed in your way. You could there was no Zatar, no trees in the distance, no Zatar. Yeah, it's because it's one of the bigger maps, I think. Good old Valcom. Is it still lagging? A little bit. I can't think what proof of concept this map is. I mean, I'm not going to zoom into it because it's going to blind me. Is this Gideus? Is this Gideus's BCNMs? This is a proof of concept for Booyarda Tree, from the looks of things. Again, this is part of the original files, so this was pre-Xylart. What's intriguing me straight away is if this is a proof of concept for Booyarda, a lot of these things are in the wrong place. Like, none of this actually makes sense. Like, these rooms aren't like this in Booyarda Tree. But also, there's a very perfectly square room down here, similar to Ifrit's Cauldron. But again, it's not textured, so I literally, like, I wouldn't be able to venture around in it anyway. It makes me feel a bit sick looking at that. Which sucks, because I'd love to see, just in case the inside of that room was textured. I just threw myself into it. Did you mention what you thought the room in Ifrit's Cauldron might have been? No, Hells. No, I've got no clue. It's a very weird room. Where they're going to try and make all avatars H&Ms. That'd be an interesting concept. So this is a mashup of the trailer zone that we saw earlier. This is Boston Oubliette. No. Yes. Yes, it's Bostonu. Okay. Oh no. I was gonna say we found beds like that, didn't we? This is the room in Port Bastock where you get the ninja quest, because the girl is stood here. It's interesting. Can't open. I think that might be it. I think. Inner Horitoto ruins. So this map has like a lot of like fake hidden walls. Yeah, in Horitoto ruins. So, oh god. This is Port Sandoria. Yeah, Port Sandoria. I think we're out of all of the juicy ones. This is Jugna Forest. This is where King Arthur spawns. It's blocked off here. This is where you enter from Lathine. This is Devoy, and this is Battalia Downs up here. That's Lathine. So this is East Ronfer. West Ronfer, sorry. This is Jugna. Ordells is here. And this is Falcom Dunes down here. Again, this is what, like our 12th iteration of Dungraf Wadi. They were never happy with Dungraf Wadi. This is, I think, the when you take a boat from Selbina to Mahura, I think this is the path it goes on. This is a proof of concept for Bastock. So this is planning out what Port Bastock would look like. And the airship. This is the airship area. There's where you can see normal Bastocks. This is where like the... God. Sorry. So that's where the magic shop would be. And then that goes over to where the metalworks are. So this is Port Bastock. That's like a trial version of it, so to speak. The warehouses are down here. The ninja house we were just talking about is this one here, where the NPC is and the girl is. Here's the bridge. This is where the Mog house would be. Back in here. You see these are really low res assets for this. These bridges here are really low res. So I think they intended for you not to see this area. So I think the original intent was once you probably approach the bridge, you'd probably zone here and not see any of this, because this is huge stretch textures. But again, it's all proof of concept for like stage building for what Bastock was to become. just textures for the GM, the hidden GM room. This is West Ronfer. There's the lake. Interestingly, at the very bottom of East Ronfer, so if I were to... So this is where you... If you were to come from Lethene, you'd come in from here. Like, you'd come in, and there'd be a gate guard here. Pretty much here. And you come in, and then you go up, and you follow the path to the outpost, and where that fucking rabbit is that doesn't own a Feast Charm. That's where he spawns. But interestingly, this area does continue on for a while, and it does go round, and it gets to do you know King Romper's tomb would technically be at the south of Ronfer? If you were to carry on, it does go to areas that look like King Romper's tomb. So it does carry on for quite a while. So I don't know if the original intention was to, like, maybe you come out and kind of go past a little bit of King Romper's tomb. I don't know, but that's what's at the south of Ronfer. You can see some of King Romper tombs here as well. This is a little gate station outpost. You can't get to King Romper's tomb from this side of the map. You have to go to east. But it shows that it goes all the way along the south of Ronfer. Is there anything above these? Interestingly, there is a little stone, like a little hatch. See this little hatch? I think there are some gate guards stood up here, but you can't target them. You can just see them, like, in the windows. Hey, Tenchu. I'm a number one. Speaking of, this is East Ronfer. So again, this is where all of King Romper's tomb is, down here. Nothing to... Oh! So this is where you exit... Oh my god, what is this exit? Is that a King Romper's tomb exit? I believe it is, right? So you can exit King Romper's tomb from the south of the map. You can come out and around, and you come out at the bottom of Ronfer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. There's also another exit on this map, I think. Yeah, over here. So on the other Ronfer, there's an exit here. And this exit... It's crazy. This exit is the one that's from... Boston Oubliette. So this is if you go... Let me zoom all the way out. So if you go in Sandoria, so this is where South Sandoria is, then North Sandoria. You head into the castle, and you go in the basement, and you go through all the sewer system, and you end up over here. This is where you walk out and kill something for a rank 8 mission, I believe. You have to go through the sewers. Props pronouncing that monstrosity of his own name. This is Battalia Downs. Yeah, nothing too shocking here. Oh, there is one thing here that I will talk about. So, if you exit Juno in Battalia Downs, if you hug the right, first of all, I love how all the trees in the zone. So see these trees? These trees are just dead trees, right? The further you get towards the coast, as soon as the rocks stop blocking the path, so these trees here have started to get this, like, crystallized ice, like black ice on them, and see, like, they're slowly, like, leaning to the left. And then over here, these ones are, like, fully crystallized, like this dark crystal, like almost goo right? And then all these crystals here. And then, of course, you've got, like... You've got the crystals here that are, like, all along the coast. So, if I zoom back out again, so you can see where we are. So, if we exit Juno and hug the right, there is... If we come here... If you go right again, there is a tunnel back here. And this tunnel is clearly originally intended to be a zone, because it just goes to a black texture rather than like a cave. Yeah, this is meant to be a zone line for something that never came to be, which kind of sucks. But yeah, this is a zone line here for something. There are a lot of those zone lines, but I like pointing out the ones that people might not be aware of. But yeah, I love this coastline. This is North Gusterberg. So if you come down here, so this is if you go through Dungrif Wadi, you end up over here, right? Dungrif Wadi. And you come here for some Fith AF. So you can go along the bottom of this. And normally, in fact, we can search it. I know exactly where we are. So here would be the waterfall that comes down in the middle of Gusterberg. So normally you see, if you walk across here on the bridge, normally the waterfall's here, and we saw it earlier on. Let's bring this back up. Let's just jump back on YouTube. So when we were going through the beta video earlier on, let's quickly skip ahead. So we saw briefly some adventurers. Here you go. So here's the waterfall in the distance. But we did see a quick flash of... Okay, so down the waterfall. Okay, so this is where we are now. So we're down. We're down here, right? So normally the water's coming down from here. And if we go across and go through, there's a cave at the very back, which takes you to a what do you call it? One of those statues. There you go. It's just a clay statue at the very back under the waterfall. I'm pretty sure that's in the real game. Don't think it's just something you can't get to. I'm pretty sure you can get here, right? I'm just making that up. Am I? Maybe. What else we got? I think that's South Gusterberg. Oh, something that's always intrigued me about South Gusterberg is it's never used. Here. Okay. Does anyone know what this is? So if you exit Port Bastock's over here, right? This is Port Bastock. So you come out of Port Bastock and you head over towards the lighthouse and you slap Bubbly Bernie's mum. Give her a slap. And you come round. So that's supposed to be where the train went. This thing here. It's a very weird shape, isn't it? So you can get in here. And I think... where is it? Is it this thing here? Ah, here we go. There's room for a tunnel, but it's just not used. It's very odd. It's a very odd. I've never really understood this. This is always. I always see it in game and think, what are you doing? Whenever I jump in game, I see if anyone sent me a tell, but no one's ever sent me a tell. No one sent me a tell. I always check though, you know, just in case. Just in case. Feels bad, man. Pog frog. Oh, now I've been sent tells. Let's quickly travel Bastock Mines. House, yes please. Isn't it funny that like all day yesterday, all I wanted to do was jump on and play Final Fantasy XI. I must admit, after 7 days of streaming it, I'm a little bit burnt out. So I'm glad we've taken a day to kind of go through some texture stuff and do some things. I also want to make. I really want to make a. Hey Saint. Hey Damian, how's it going? I also really want to make Shoma-chan a t-shirt. Thanks, Dam. So yeah, this, I'm sure it looks different slightly in game because this is an old like beta map. But if we quickly jump on a Iron Giant, you can see it in the distance already. Can you see it from here? This weird. The mount is a reward for a login campaign this month, Saint. It's just very odd. Just very weird. It's it clearly has some kind of intention. Like it meant, I don't know. Like it's very weird indeed. That's Parshau. Rolandbury Fields. This is West Saratoburta. I had to work out my east from my west. Don't judge me. Yeah, so that's kind of everything, really, guys. This is all of the beta files that really existed. I'd love to imagine what this town would have been called, or if we'll see some of this town concept appearing again. Would be really intriguing. I still think this has been my favorite map today. This fake Booyarda tree. It has so many extra details and so many extra levels. Really wasn't expecting to kind of walk around it today and figure out where kind of everything came from. It's really interesting. Just love the way it grows outward and like joins these paths into itself, and then you can climb up it, and go elsewhere. I'd really love to see if they made a map like this in game. I hope they I know the rumors are like, oh, you know, we're gonna get a new map soon. We're gonna get a new map soon. I wonder if we will. I mean, I'd love new maps. I'm not a fan of Rise and Jima personally. I think it aesthetically doesn't match the rest of the game, and not in a it looks too good way. I think it looks less quality than the rest of the game. I don't know if they had certain people that worked on the maps previously, you know, and someone else made the new ones, but it's definitely not of the same quality of the rest of the game. I get the feeling we'll be rebuilding Tavnazia. I hate how Rise and Jima is so linear. Yeah, Rosilia. Never seen any maps like this, Ashen. I feel like you're, with your voice behind it, Morgan Freeman quality narrating. Thanks, Dan. I'm good. My throat's really sore, can you tell? I keep wanting to cough. Since the CG cutscene 20 years ago. Oh, so, let me, real quick. What's the name of... Is it Miseru Coast? What's the one that isn't Miseru Coast? What's that one called? The one that isn't Miseru Coast. You know the one. The other one. So, Miseru Coast has, it's interesting how I never realised... Have I never looked up in Miseru Coast, by the way, guys? Have I never seen Reverne's site just hanging the fuck up out here? Have I never noticed? Look at it. Lufay's Meadows. Thank you so much. That's the one I meant. I think it's this one. This is Lufay's, isn't it? It is. So what you guys are saying is you guys want to go... You guys want to look... You guys want to go here? Here? This place? So I think you normally see it from... Not here. Where do you normally see it from? I've lost my bearings. I've lost my bearings. Abort. Abort. Restart. Restart. Here. Exactly here, right? This is where you normally see Tavnazia from, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's a bit Minecraft, okay? But we can go have a little look. So some little houses. Obviously there's no details here, but you can get an imagining for what Tavnazia would be. It would be something else to go back though. Do you guys see this? They do this a lot in Final Fantasy XI. So obviously there's no water here. right? But have you noticed the reflection is just some of the trees? They're not even all the same tree, right? Are they? They probably are. But they're just the same underneath to create like a fake reflection. I love that. I think that's so funny. I don't think there's anything else really. There's the bridge that takes you over to Tavnasius Stronghold. Nothing else to really see on this map. This is Tavnasius itself, or the stronghold at least. Aqueducts. This is Sancrium. Oof. Sorry if my PC starts lagging. This is Revern Site. Oof. What a map. I would love to see Revern used more often. I think Revern is beautiful. Both 1 and 2. I think these are the nicest maps in the game. Maybe I'll I mean maybe I'll retexture them. Maybe I'll make a proof in concept for like an Abyssia style zone, like different kind of textures and skies and stuff. I mean, I think that's the most we'll get when it comes to these new maps. I think we'll get an Abyssia type map. I don't think we'll get something new. This is BCNMs for Revern Site. This is the airship cutscene. So, do you know when when people leave to fight Tenzin or fight Bahamut, you leave through Sea Lion's Cave here, right? So this is Sea Lion's Cave, where everyone boards the airship, and then there's like a swarm of airships in the cutscene. That's what all these little airships are. They're slightly less quality than a normal airship, and they've got these cool cannons on them. These are the normal low-res versions. They're not the newer ones. C? It says C? It says all of C? All at once? A lot of C, isn't it? C. Oh. No one likes this zone. Do you remember crawling up your own towers? Like the Hume Tower and the Taru Tower and all that stuff for your lights. This is Ruhamit, isn't it? Ruhamit? Oh no. This is the terrible one. This one is far worse. This is the BCNM rooms for when you fight Promethea. So, there's Vanadiel underneath. So this is Kifam Island. This circle here. And this is Juno in the middle. With the disconnecting outwards. I'm pretty sure it's this way round, isn't it? Yeah, this way round. So this would head you off to Winderst. This would head you off to Bastok, and this would head you up to Sandoria. Believe that's the way round it should be. I think. Another one zone where you fight Shinryu. Don't know if it's one Abyssia, but you see the Psylocke base from the moon. Ah, this. Is that what you mean, warrior? Sorry. Oh, that's just in the wrong place. Yeah, that should be over here when it's animated. Mana clippers. This is an airship BCNM fight. No, it's probably using the cutscenes for it though. Again, cutscenes. This is the room where... Okay, so we saw this the other day, the start COP mission. So we came down and we found Celtius passed out on the floor here while everything else was exploding around us. This is the big pillar room that we see like all the energy going through. We don't ever really get to have a good look at this room. This is a pretty cool crag room. What are these? These are Mother Crystal. So we see a lot of cutscenes where Lion and Celtius and other people are Tenzin, Prish are normally walking down here and talking to this. Interesting to see like the inside of the crags this messed up. So we normally see like their hexagon type. They're almost like a B structure inside crags. We see them quite a lot, like cut open, but never normally like. This looks like it's almost rotting away. The Summit. Just more of the same. Yeah, I've never really seen this. It's weird. This crystal almost looks like a really looks like a photograph almost. Look at this photograph. It's just textures. Hall of the Gods. But this is a cutscene version of Hall of the Gods, not the actual Hall of the Gods that's used. So I think this is the cutscene that's used in I think Promethea. Like, do Promethea's chains break here? It looks like they're broken. One of the best zones in the game by far though, Hall of the Gods. Give it up, Hall of the Gods. Welcome to the stage. This is where you speak to one of the maidens. One of the what's the word? I want to say ward maidens. Wardens of light. And they're like in these chambers and these crystals. I love just all this crag stuff. I think it's really interesting. Dawn Maiden. Thank you so much, Rosilia. This room. I feel like we only see this room for one cutscene. So, so this platform would normally be just like one of those light panels, you know, like that are reflective, like when you walk on them it goes funny. I don't really remember this room, I'll be absolutely honest. Really, I'm sure it's used in one cutscene. This looks like the Celestial Gateway type place where you fight Promethea. But this isn't ringing bells instantly for me. Is this COP? Yeah, fan in the crowd it is. Oh god. Can we just this? This makes me happy. This makes me happy. I love this. I hate these taroos so much. Oh god. Me after a long day of work. Sorry. I can't stop laughing. Just blomp, 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 blomp. Cool. We're kind of done with maps now. Yeah. This is Carpenter's Landing. I think this is the zone if you were on the boat ride, you would see. Because you wouldn't normally... Yeah, this must be the boat, if you're on a boat. I've never really taken the boat on Carpenter's Landing. There's these broken drawbridges and stuff. Vanuatu Channel, yeah, that's the one. Rosilia, Carpenter's Landing, yeah. We'll probably find some Carpenter's Landing ones that have a landing. Carpenter's Landing, but no landings. Holy fuck, that's funny. This one, yeah, this one looks, yeah, here you go. God. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah, so here's the underground parts where you come out to it. So this is where you talk to the Elven to fight the Malbro for the path. It's not the 3 paths quest, is it? It's one of them. I'm sure that's here. It looks like it's here. Carpenter's Landing, but no car. Okay, so this is... oh, God. So this is... Wait. What? This isn't another concept map, is it? I don't think it is. Oh, this is, if you... God. Is this just if you take the boat around the Mana Clipper routes? Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, because I remember going past these weird rocks. Yeah. Yeah, these are the different routes. It threw me off because I thought from a distance these were tunnels, like underground tunnels, but they're not. They're just shorelines. But yeah, these are the 3 different Mana Clipper routes you can take. These are little lighthouses. These things, aren't they? They light up at night. These are the corals. It's interesting. They look like real assets, like real pictures of corals. This is the proper one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the proper landing. So from here you can why can you see that actually? So normally in the distance of places you have to make sure you can see them. But why is Babiki Bay the exact... I didn't know Babiki Bay was on the same map. But it is, isn't it? Yeah, this is where you walk. And then you go down. Okay, so Babiki Bay is actually on the same map as this. Just in the distance? Way. Huh. Did not know that. But I'm sure when you're here, in your search, you're listed under the island, not on Babiki Bay, right? Maybe not. Where's the... Here we go, and that's where the BCNM, not BCNM, the COP guy is, isn't it? And you fight Shen on this beach here. You pop Shen, like here, somewhere. Oof, this is Bear Claw Pinnacle. Not Bear Claw. Well, it is Bear Claw. This is Ulugaron Range. This is a very big map. This is probably one of the biggest maps in the game. How long did people end up waiting for this ice to go down before being able to get into this BCNM? You used to have to wait for like hours sometimes for the ice to melt so you could walk in. The fuck you slope, yeah. Over here. This slope. So you'd fall from this slope and you'd aim to like land in one of these holes. Or not land in one of these holes. Ugh. Depending on what you were doing, you'd aim to land in different holes. Or you could fall off of this ledge and do the same thing again. So there are a couple of ledges and a couple of holes that you can go in. There's places that if I go in here you go. Look at the fucking maze. If you were to land in the wrong hole, look at this, snakes and ladders. This is my actual intestines. Look at this. Oh, man. Good map design though, isn't it? Good map design. Isn't that interesting? That weird little piece of... What is that? Little flower just hanging out on the ceiling? Oh, there's loads of them. Just that bit was clipping through the ceiling. I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, such a great map. And then of course, like underneath, when you're running through this area, oh my god, is that? No, it's not. Is it? Is it? Is this? Do you remember these? It couldn't be. Could it? Go back to this proof of concept. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think it is it? Let me take a screenshot of one. Take a screenshot of a load of them. Let me just take a screenshot like this. Not you. Not you. Not you. No, the one after you. You. I mean, it's not, but like, with 3 monitors, I'm shit. I mean, it's not, but it's very close, isn't it? I mean, if anything, I think these ones are better. In the alpha version before Final Fantasy ever released, I think these ones are almost better. But yeah, very similar indeed. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, well, that was awesome, guys. This was really fun. I'm gonna... Oh my god. The fuck? That scared the fucking shit out of me. Are you all invisible? I don't like any of that. Oh no, I don't like this. Why are you all invisible? It makes it even weirder. Oh my god. Oh no. Is this a multi-box? Or is this genuinely like... Oh, I feel itchy. Well, I feel... What in Damel are you talking about? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. To alt tab back to this. First of all, I was like, Damn, don't spawn in fast stock because you're. I thought I like aggroed something. The fuck? God damn it. Oh my god. That's so funny. Big yawns. Big yawns. Yeah, I need to jump off and grab something to eat because I haven't eaten in ages. So let's pass you over to Scotty Too Hotty. Scotty raids. Scotty plays on Bahamut. He's a lovely boy. I like to vocally flirt with him, and then because his stream is quite PG-13, watch him awkwardly do nothing with it. So yeah, enjoy that. I'm sure I will. He's getting master levels at the moment. Bub's your uncle, as they say. Bye, Bubs. Take it easy, Brendan. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll put this up on YouTube. If anyone ever was interested in like going back and looking at stuff. I know there's not much stuff like this on YouTube when it comes to old video game files. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. But yeah, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you. I'll probably be around tomorrow or the day afterwards. I'm sure a lot of people have stream notifications. They know when I stream. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye. 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 Bye.